let's go for the ending few questions जो मेरे पास हैं, and they're
All right.
very interesting from my point of view. Now you have done
Okay.
India's Got Talent. Can you share your
Yeah.
experience
Yeah.
of that show also?
Well, see, I don't want to be, biased, but that is the show which is not for many people, and that is the show which is for many people. So,
Absolutely.
that show is not some for a performer, someone like me. It may be good, platform to for a person who wants to, kind of. Do the television magic, not the scripted television magic, because there's a lot of scripting going on in these shows. And even the comments which come from the judges, they have to read those comments. They have to uh, and they have to kind of read those comments, remember those comments, and that's how it works. And that is not a talent show. First of all, I just want to clear a few things. So I'm going to say a few pros and few cons about these TV shows. First of all, when we say India's Got Talent or any dance competition in India, those are not talent shows. Those are television shows. And when we say television shows, they don't care about what you have to offer, or your talent. They care about TRP. you know
Okay.
your show should be something which is liked by most of the Indians. And their mentality of the producers of the show is that they will portray you, either you are coming from a very poor family, having a very poor background where your mom is washing utensils in other homes. If you come from that background, then definitely you are going to be star in this show. Or somebody, your dad has left you or died or something like that, then definitely you're going to be star in this show. I mean, if you are a middle class person, I mean, if you belong to a middle class family, and if you are super talented, if you have great, art to offer, great entertainment, probably that's not the show for you. Because what they look in these shows is drama more than talent. They look for drama, and they look for TRPs. They care about TRPs, and that's it. I mean, it has worked for a lot of people, but if I have to remember, I can't even remember one person from that show who has made it very big. I mean, from if we talk about 10 years, I think this show is from 10 years, right?
Right.
10 to
Yeah.
11 years.
10, 11
10
years.
years.
Yes.
I can't even remember one person from that show who has made it very big. Because eventually it's like aaj ka khabar. It's like a newspaper. You just read it today, and tomorrow it's going to be a new newspaper. And what happened with my show was, they don't even give you your content.
Right.
So I mean, I performed on that show, and I asked for my content. So I somehow got that content. When I posted that content online, and I got a copyright claim for that I cannot post this or use that content because that belongs to that channel. So which directly means that they do not want performers to grow. They don't
Right.
want anybody who's, unlike shows in abroad like America's Got Talent or Britain's Got Talent. Those are the shows where they want performers to be the star. They want performers to grow. They have huge online channels, YouTube channels, where they promote the content of the performers, and they share the content with the performers. But this show has nothing to offer in terms of these things. This show is like, you're gonna be on TV. This is for people who just want to be on TV. So this is gonna work good for them.
So I have realized one thing. A few of my friends have done this India's Got Talent TV show, and I was working with one of my friends for writing something for him, and the things he told me, कि first of all scripts. Even I have done the auditions for India's Got Talent. I was told to do a specific act, and when I said कि मैं नहीं करना चाहता, then it's over for you. That's what I've realized.
Yes, it is all for you. Yeah. So
So
I'll tell you my experience with that. And when I performed my act, so I was in the round second, then in the round third, and now the producer was constantly forcing me to. So basically, how it works is, there's they hired a company. Mostly the Fremantle does all of the stuff for them. So Fremantle basically organizes the talent. So they have a talent manager, which is called the talent head. So the job of the talent head is to watch YouTube and see acts of America's Got Talent and Britain's Got Talent. Okay.
That's what happened with
So
me.
they have the acts. Okay. Now they get the acts, and now their job is to find the relevant person who can, kind of copy such act. So then, if they would contact a classical dancer or a classical singer to perform a rock rock show or something like that.
Right.
I mean, it was very it was a new experience for me at that time, when I, there was a classical dancer, they made him perform pole dancing. And because it is not a talent show, it is something, there's a act, the producer wants you to perform it. It doesn't matter if you are interested not in, and you, as a, artist, you can't say no. If you say no, then you'll not be the part of the show, you'll be thrown out of the show. So same happened with me in the later stages when I refused to perform such acts, and I told the producers of the show that I have my own acts which I want to perform. The problem with the show is that they don't want to do a trial and error thing. They don't want to try anything new. So for them, it's like copy in the sense that they have seen that, okay, this act has been performed on America's Got Talent, so this is going to work in India as well. So they have different audiences there, different culture there. We have different audiences, different cultures, different mindset. I mean, what works here in India, what can be a great act, may not be a great act there in the West, and what is a great act there may not be the great act here. So the makers of the show don't understand this, and they're probably not letting performers, I'm not just talking about magic, I'm just talking about any general acts. They don't let performers to, to kind of think. They don't let performers to say, okay, I have this act, I want to perform this. So if you say I have an act, I want to perform this act, even the act, I mean, the fact is that they don't let you try your stuff, like what you want to perform. They don't, give you that liberty as an artist, or maybe that opportunity or that chance. Okay, I have this act, at least see, maybe it's going to work. So they have closed mind. They have very narrow mentality, wherein they just want to make you copy the act. That's it. So if there's an act which has got hit on America's Got Talent or Britain's Got Talent, they just want you to perform that act. That's it.
Right.
Creativity गई बाढ़ में, talent गया बाढ़ में. They just want you, they can, I mean, my point was, I had an argument with the producers, the makers of the show at that point of time. It was long back. I told them, yeah, if you want to make, if you just want to copy this, you can hire anybody. If you can, जो सड़क पे लेबर है उसको भी आप हायर करोगे, एक हफ्ते का ट्रेनिंग दे दोगे, ये सिखा दोगे, he can also perform this act. That was my entire point. And dancer can perform singing act, a singer can perform magic act. I mean, that was crazy. And
Also, this year, तो
yeah,
हुआ था, probably there is a lot of conspiracy also this year that a magician won, and it was all set up.
I'm not aware of that. I really barely don't watch much. But after that, I've been constantly, see, when you are a performer who has just started your career, the channels try to exploit you. They try to dominate you. They try to kind of control you, and so that you don't grow much. But eventually after that, Colors Channel has been contacting me every year to come up and perform for that show, and to consult them and to uh, you know get paid for performing. And I've told them clearly, I'm sorry, no. And I've been a part of many shows which are broadcasted on Sony Channel and Zee TV,
Okay.
and yeah, so I've been a part of many of those shows. But yeah, I think and I'm not saying that India Got Talent is not it's not for anybody. Yeah, definitely there are people who, if they want to have the kind of experience, they just want to
That's
be
right.
broadcasted on television, or they just want show their friends, look, I was on TV or something. It's for them. It's not for serious performers, it's not for professional performers, I would say. And I think that India Got Talent is a employment scheme for three people. For this Kiran Kher, Kiran Auntie, Karan Johar, and Malaika. So it's a long-term employment scheme for them. more than promoting the talent and art.
So I thought कि a lot of people who go on India's Got Talent or some TV show like that is कि they can get a TV bite so they can promote themselves in corporate market or like in private parties also wherever whatever their
Yeah.
market is. So is this a right
Well,
approach?
I completely disagree with this. I mean, मेरी भी यही सोच थी initially. Okay, I'm gonna show that I have come on TV and मैं ये TV का bite लेके I'm gonna make a promotion and then देखो मैं इनके साथ आया हूँ and all that. This was my mentality in the beginning. That's the reason why, tried this television show. But eventually I realized that, in the real world it doesn't work like that. It doesn't work like that. Who you have worked with and who you do not have worked with. What works is your content. I'm going to share a story with you. Back in 2017 it happened with me. A very famous performer on, I don't want to take his name right now.
We can
Very famous performer. He has performed a lot of shows on TV, India's Got Talent, and other local channels. And I was, called up for a show in Bangalore back in 2017. So when I got the show, and I was, in a conversation with the event organizer of that show, and the event organizer told me that we have sent the profile of that person to the client, who is the that corporate, and they refused to, hire him. And we sent the we took some, your content online, and we presented it to the client, and the client was immediately ready to work with you. And client said that we want Praveen show, to as be our main entertainment. And I requested that organizer, can I have a look at that? He told me the name, of course, as well. And he told me, can I have a look at that video that, that performer has sent you? And I seen the video, and I see big celebrities in that video.
okay.
And who, yeah, I see, a lot of big famous people in that video, which was his show reel. But the client refused to work with him. So then I got to understand that, in the real world things don't work because you have been on TV and you have performed with XYZ person. No, corporates hire you because of your content, because of your personality. Magic is all about personality. Magic is not about tricks. Magic is not about gimmicks, or magic is not about performing for big shots or small shots. And second thing is, and public shows are also about content. They're not about, okay, there are certain category of people, I would say 5 to 10% of people who think, okay, this guy has performed for this XYZ celebrity, okay, he may be good, let's just go. But that is, there such people do exist, but that number is very less, and that is actually a very narrow mentality.
Right.
That's what I believe. Yeah.
Absolutely. This has totally changed my point of view. I used to think कि, you need to perform for celebrities, you need to have few bites if you want to promote
Not at all. Never, never. See, I'll tell you my experience. I performed at Ambani's party a couple of
it.
months back. I was invited to perform at their private party, and when I perform magic, for me, everybody is equal. So everybody is that same spot. There's Ambanis are at the same spot. A common man is at the same spot. Anybody. So when I'm performing magic for people, for me they're just the audience. It doesn't matter they're how big shots, how rich, famous, whatever they are in their field. For me they're just audiences, and as a performer my job is to entertain them. And the beauty of magic is that it puts everybody at the same spot. The
Right.
rich, the poor, the astonishment for a rich person and astonishment for a poor person or a famous person is equal. If I disappear like this, जितना एक बहुत ज्यादा फेमस पर्सन हैरान होगा कि ये कैसे किया, उतना ही एक कॉमन मैन भी उतना ही हैरान होगा. That is the beauty of magic. That's why it puts everybody at equal level.
Now this also answers my last question, which was कि, is performing for celebrities different than performing for someone ordinary?
Not at all. I mean, I've seen a lot of people, a lot of magicians actually. I don't know why they get scared or they get nervous or they get, मतलब उनका performance बाद में चालू होता है, कैमरा पहले स्टार्ट हो जाता है.
Right.
So, I mean, it's okay. It's okay to click a picture with the performer who you have performed for a video, but I mean, the main goal, the main focus should be to entertain that person, should be to amaze that person through your art form, rather than showing to people that, look, I have performed for this person. And to be very honest, that's how it works for me. I mean, I have performed for Adani's. I have performed for Mahindra's. I have performed for Ambani's. A lot of big people, and I have not told anybody, look, I'm performing with Ambani. I'm performing with this. I mean, those people have seen the performance, and those people have been indirectly my sales force,
Right.
because they tell to other person who they know, oh, look, we had this Praveen show in our event and it was good. So to make celebrities your sales force rather than becoming their sales force by posting their videos, their picture, you're not promoting your art form, you're actually promoting
Right.
their brand.
That's the main point I've seen with a lot of magic videos. Sorry if I'm interrupting you, but I
Yeah,
believe
yeah.
90% of the videos in the market right now where you are performing for a celebrity, people are watching those videos for them, not for you. So,
Absolutely, yeah,
so
they're
how is the
watching,
profit
and you
going
are
to be profit?
becoming, and indirectly you're becoming the sales force of those celebrities, rather than
Right.
being the sales force, rather than making those people your sales force. And of course, see, the idea is you have to entertain. Celebrities is just a word for, when I'm performing magic. For me, it's just an audience. There's no celebrity or politician or business person or a common man or anybody. It's just, I'm an audience. And keep that thing in your mind, you're performing for an audience. That's it.
Thank you. Now I have an ending question for you. We are going to end
All
with a
right.
simple question. Very simple question. Maybe it is out of blue, but the question is, what is magic?
See, magic has different meanings for different people. A blind person who sees sight for the first time, that is magic for him. A smiling face of a child, when his mother watches him, that is magic for him. So magic has different meanings and different uh, uh, you know entity and entities for different people. It has different magic for me may be something different, magic for you may be something different. So magic is a very big word, it is an oceanic word. But if I narrow down this magic to performance mode, magic, I can't speak about others, but I'm going to speak about me. Magic for me is a connection. It's an emotional connection. If I'm able to connect with somebody at an emotional level, consciously or subconsciously, and try to take away his stress or feelings, or give him the belief that anything is possible, that is true magic for me.
Wow, that's a great answer. And with this, we are ending this interview. I would like to thank you again, Bhaiya, for coming to this interview of mine and joining me. It
Thanks a
really
lot,
means a lot.
my pleasure.